All right, so we are talking with the amazing Kelly Leaning today about Akashic Records reading. She has a certification coming up at Soul Sanctuary this Sunday, the 24th. It will be a virtual certification. And so she's just here to tell us a little bit more about what the certification entails, about the Akashic Records, who this might be for. So Kelly, if you want to dive a little bit deeper into all of the goodness that you're going to offer.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. And hello to everyone who's watching. And I'm really, really looking forward to this opportunity to, teach at the Soul Sanctuary again. It's just, the Akashic Records. I mean, some people might not know what they are, and some people might think, well, do I need this? But I personally do believe that each and every one of us, we have a a calling to remember how to access our Akashic records. And the Akashic records, if I want to put it in a simple, digestible way to understand, would be it's like a spiritual library in the sky. And basically, every thought, every action, every life, everything you've said, anything in your whole entire lifespan of your soul. So I'm not talking about just this life, I'm talking about previous lives, past lives, parallel lives, everything which is going on with us at the moment, it just is like that library of us. And I actually think it's a more reliable source than Google, because you can tap into Google looking for something and you can get sent off on a wild goose chase and go down some real rabbit holes. But when you connect to your Akashic records, you literally are opening up your channel to your personal team in spirit, to your teachers who are here to help you with the lessons your soul who's agreed to learn. Also the masters who are supporting you, any loved ones, any archangels or ascended masters who are coming down, into your space, basically, to support you to become that, your soul essence. Basically, it's all about remembering who you are, understanding why you're having certain experiences, getting back to, maybe certain patterns keep repeating in your life. Why do they keep coming up? Where are your blind points? Going back, what have you not learned? To say, tick that one off. Okay, I've understood that one. I can take up to the next level of myself, basically. And basically, it's just for me, it's like coming home. You go access the Akashic records through, when I do a reading, I will take my clients into their Akashic records with me. I take them with me because I want them to actually feel that blueprint that they have, their soul's unique blueprint, because that's so special. And we forget how beautiful each and every one of our own energy is. And when you're in the space of the Akashic records, it's like you're being held in pure unconditional love, and there's absolutely zero judgment. So it's really a space which I think every human being could appreciate in their life right now. It helps you with guidance in your life. It could be for a spiritual entrepreneur, it could be someone, a businessman, it could be for a stay-at-home parent. You can get those access to those questions, which, whether it's health, whether it's wealth, whether it's moving forward with your business, whether it's moving forward with your life, relationships, whether it be personal, romantic, professional, even locations, your house, your business, these all have Akashic records. And this is something, which we study in, it's a 3-part course, it's 3 levels. So we've got level 1 going on this coming Sunday. And level 1 is basically giving you that deeper insight to what the Akashic records are. And then, taking you on your personal journey so you can actually access your Akashic records. So you can tap in and ignite that connection to connecting you to your own light, connecting you to your channel of communication with your spirit team. And also at the same time, when you're in that space, you're always receiving healing, even if you're not asking for it. That space is just like an incubator, which is just giving you so much goodness. And then we move on, like I said before, if patterns keep reoccurring and you think like, why does this keep happening? This is, I don't want to use the word block because the block sounds very, very negative, but, why does this keep happening? where is my resistance here? What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing within myself? Because it's always down to us, everything's being reflected back to us. And, we learn how to walk through that process of like clearing that, so we can actually move forward positively and in alignment with what we want to do. And then it's just, really tapping in. And like at the end of the workshop, I actually like to give a little bit of a taster where we can go back to a past situation, and we can heal it in the present moment. So it's more like, so we can call in that highest version in the future. And that's basically what Akashic level 1 is. I call it Ask Like Akash, because you're really asking your own records, but it's level 1 of the Akashic Records certification. And then level 2, which will be taking place in October, is, going deeper, going into, more transformational healing, going into past lives and stuff like that, really getting to the nitty gritty of our soul and really understanding us on that higher level. And also working with crystals, reading the records of crystals, of your business, of your pets, your locations, your house. What does your house have to tell you? What can you learn from your house? Everything has, a story behind it, because it's the story of that entity, so to say. And with level 3, we go even deeper, go and reclaiming ancient wisdom, and also, learning to read for others. So at the end, if you do all 3 levels with me in the workshops, at the end of level 3, you will be invited to offer 10 free readings for friends or family, whoever you feel you choose to. After you've completed that, you would then schedule an appointment with me. You would have the opportunity to read my Akashic records, and on completion of that, I would graduate you as a certified Akashic record practitioner, which you could either use for your business, or maybe you don't have to go out there and serve other people. It just could be you wanting to connect to yourself, you wanting to understand how to move forward with your business, you wanting to understand how to parent better, or how to make decisions which are more in alignment and with your flow and what you're here to do. So that's kind of the Akashic Records in a very brief nutshell, but that's a lot of information, I've just realized.
No, that was perfect. I know it's one of those things that it's not always easy to like succinctly summarize the depth, and it is it's very experiential. Like it's a deep experience. It's very healing. You get a lot of information and insight. So I think you did a beautiful job of summarizing really the depth of what the Akashic Records are. And I have had the privilege of having a reading from Kelly. This was a couple years ago now. But in my reading, I think it was before I published Homecoming, right?
It was, literally.
Yeah, and basically like it came up that the creative endeavor that I was going into and what I was moving into.
And it workshops and everything as well.
Starting to offer workshops. And it was at this like precipice moment in time where I was like, I could see it, but I couldn't quite see it yet. And just having that illumination and like to a certain degree, that validation of like, you not only can you do this, like you are meant to do this, was like really, really powerful.
It is. And what I really appreciate and honor from the space of the Akashic Records is that your masters, teachers, loved ones, and guides, the information that they channel through is literally because it's so vast. We're just tapping the surface of it. But they give it to you in such a way, they deliver it in such a way that is digestible, that is not going to short fuse you, because that is a lot of information, a lot of light what can come through. But they pack it in a way which is like, okay, Justine's ready to know this now, we're going to confirm this. And also, as you said, it's a confirmation. Sometimes we're not trusting that inner knowing, which is why I say a lot of the time people are tapping into their Akash and they have absolutely no idea. So this is like, if you have that feeling that, you've got something going on and the records do tend to find you, you kind of somehow get guided to them. You hear the name or it just ignites something with you. And it just is like, it's like a remembrance. And I think it'd be lovely for you all to join us and for you to reclaim your key in wisdom and healing. And remember how you can access your Akashic Records and yeah, integrate it into your daily life because it becomes part of you, literally. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So yes, the level 1 will be this Sunday, and again, offered virtually. And do you want to actually just talk really quickly, Kelly, about the why we offer it virtually? I mean, you are in Germany, so that is the only option, but also it is the best to
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
to the certification. So do you want to talk about that really quick?
Yeah, I mean, people might be saying, "Oh, I really would like to do this in person." And the Akashic Records is really something that I would really encourage. And personally, I only know actually online as a certification because you are going into your own depths of your own energy. You're going into your own sacred space, and obviously in level 1, I teach you how to open your Akashic Records, which is a sacred prayer basically, or, words to get you there. And, it's really deep. When we go in, we really clear everything out. So you're completely in alignment. So when the moment you open your Akashic Records, you can guarantee that you're in there, with pure light and zero ego. And it could be very distracting to have that in a classroom environment because you're not interacting with outside of you, you're going within. It's a very deep inside job when you're doing work in the Akashic Records. And obviously when this makes, we're lucky and blessed with modern technology now that we can, do it this way. And it really is carving out that time for yourself, that self-care time for yourself to really get to know who you are and even give yourself, it's like a little mini retreat in the space of your own home. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I love that. And isn't that the why we're all here and the privilege of a lifetime is just to continue to get to know who we really are.
Exactly. That's the journey. That's the magic of the journey we have. Sometimes it gets a bit messy. We know that, but we just need to remember our tools, how we can shift the mess, basically. Yeah. And the
Yeah.
Akash is one of those precious tools that really is tangible. Even though it sounds so non-tangible, it really is tangible when you get to work with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing this
Thank
information with us,
you.
Kelly. And we're so happy and honored to have you at Soul Sanctuary
Oh,
offering.
it's a blessing for me as well. I'm equally excited. So I look forward to seeing lots of lovely faces and sharing your beautiful energy. And as we go on that journey together into the space of the Akashic Records.
All right. Amazing. Thank you, Kelly.